Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Jacob. In this video, I want to talk to you about one of the most difficult things that you're going to have to overcome in your affiliate marketing business if you then want to go on and progress to the bigger income levels, 5, 10, 15, 20K a month, whatever it is you're shooting for. There's one thing that the vast majority of people get stuck on, get held up on, and can never get past. And that's what I want to talk about with you in today's video. It's Sunday evening here on the Gold Coast. It's 9:15 at the time of filming this. I don't know when this will get uploaded, but I was just doing a little bit of work, just sitting here on the couch, and I was in the private group for my program, the Super Affiliate Accelerator. There's a link in the description if you want to check it out. And one of our students who joined quite recently, we have a thread in there that's called the Share Your Little and Big Wins thread, because we like to give students a place where they can share their results so that other students can see it, and they have a place where they can get recognized for their hard work and their achievements in the community. That's one of the key parts to a community. And he joined recently, and it's not a massive sale, but he made a $100 sale. Okay, this guy joined not too long ago. He's come in, he's followed the training, he's jumped on the training calls, and he's had that breakthrough of a $100 sale. Now, we typically focus on higher ticket, and I'm sure he's working towards making those higher ticket sales. But he said, I made an OFA sale, being consistent, deploying my daily method of operation, and posting on Facebook using the training that we give him. I'm super excited and pumped. Thank you, Jacob, Jamie, Chris, for all your help, efforts, and some really amazing coaching calls. Jacob, SAA is a masterpiece. He's obviously very, very pumped up about that $100 sale, which is amazing. And I was sitting there and I read that, and it gave me the idea for this video. So one of the most difficult things that you are going to have to overcome when it comes to your affiliate marketing business as a beginner, right? This message isn't for the more experienced people who have had those breakthroughs and are kind of pushing up to the 6-figure mark. But if you're early on and you're trying to figure it all out, one of the most difficult things that you're going to face is those initial breakthroughs. That first $100, that first $1,000, the first $5,000. Those first few sales are going to be the hardest, because aside from just being in a place where you're still trying to figure out the strategy, you are going to have some big roadblocks up here, and those can take multiple forms. You probably don't really believe deep down inside that it's possible yet. You probably don't have enough belief that you can do it yet, right? You probably have some massive skepticism that might be preventing you from implementing to the level that you need to in order to have those breakthroughs. There's a lot of different things that it can be. People have different relationships with money based on how they were brought up, all these kind of things. There can be a lot of mental barriers to getting into this online business thing that can hold you up, aside from the strategy, right? The strategy is another thing. You got to make sure you've got good strategy, you've got good mentorship, you're following the right people, and you're implementing consistently. But then above and beyond that, like, we've all got different hang-ups in our head around money and around business and around all of these things. But if you can get those things to line up, even if you're kind of stumbling and fumbling your way through the strategic part of it, this might still be something that you're working on, which it is for everybody, but it might need a lot of work. Maybe you're really still trying to put all the pieces of the puzzle together. But if you can do that and have those first few breakthroughs, have that first $100 sale, make that first $1,000, make those first few $1,000s, that breakthrough and what is on the other side of that, it's not going to be easy from there on out, but it's going to get easier and easier, right? You're going to feel like you understand things better. You're going to feel the momentum start to build. You're going to have more confidence in yourself. You're going to believe that you can actually do it, right? You're going to have a proof of concept with whatever strategy it is that you're implementing, because you know that it worked for you, right? You're probably learning it off somebody who's clearly shown that it works for them, but you'll have proof of concept that it can work for you. Someone in your unique situation, right? Because all of our situations are unique. But the reason that so many people never get off the ground with affiliate marketing is because they never get to that point, right? There's a lot of factors for that, right? It's a combination of shitty advice, listening to the wrong people. A lot of people don't have enough commitment to really, really want to do it. A lot of people think it's a bit of a game. And that can be because of how it's marketed online. A lot of people don't have a good enough reason for wanting to do it. That can hold a lot of people up as well. There's a lot of factors, right? Both internal and external, right? If you listen to the wrong people and you follow crappy strategies, it won't matter how consistent you are or how hard you work, they're probably not going to work for you, right? So I'm not going to sit here and say that it's all on the individual. A lot of it is, but that's, the car's never even going to start if you're following the wrong strategy. Assuming you are following a good and a current strategy, then it's on you. Then it's on you to put in the work. Then it's on you to, be consistent every day, to test things, and to try and keep whatever's going on up here in check until you push through those first few breakthroughs. Because beyond that, you're really, really going to start building a lot of momentum for all of those reasons that I described. Okay, so this video is for my people that are watching who haven't had those first few sales, who haven't had those first few breakthroughs. Maybe you haven't made your first $100. Maybe you haven't made your first $1,000, $5,000. And you're trying to figure it all out and you're pushing and it might feel a million miles away. Keep going, keep on keeping on. Assuming you're following a good strategy. If you think the strategy that you're following is crappy, then maybe take 5 and reassess. But if you know that you're following good advice and you've got a good strategy on hand, then keep pushing on, because it might be closer than you think, right? It can come when you least expect it. And the only reason that it won't, if you're following the right strategy, is if you stop, okay? That is the biggest reason that people never get off the ground in affiliate marketing, is because they don't stick with it until they have those first few breakthroughs, because beyond that, things get easier. The strategy starts to become easier to understand, and you can tackle new things with more of a confidence that you know it will work. I was talking about this on an interview with one of my successful students during the week who just had their biggest month ever, 23 grand, and was only about 5 months into his affiliate marketing journey. And I said, would you say that one of the big mindset shifts for you at this point is that now you feel like you can tackle new projects and you've got way more confidence that they'll work? And he said, yeah, absolutely. Because that is what will happen. As you get that proof of concept of the strategy, as you get proof for yourself that the model works and that it can work for you in your situation with your programming and everything, because we're all different in that regard, things will get easier and easier and easier, and it's going to become so much more fun, and you can get so much more creative with it, and you can test all these different things, and you can really start to come into your own with your personality and your branding and putting content out there, and you'll start to add flair in your own style, and you'll start to come out of your shell, and all these opportunities will start to open up. You can start networking, getting to events, reinvesting in different programs, and taking things to a whole new level, right? But you've got to get through those first few breakthroughs first, using whatever strategy it is that you are following. That is going to be the hardest thing that you have to do, right? I'm not saying beyond that it's going to be this rosy thing, but looking back, those initial breakthroughs are going to be the hardest, if not, some of the absolute most difficult things that you're going to have to do, right? Because you've got nothing to rely on. You've only got other people's word and seeing what other people have done, but you need to prove it to yourself, right? And the only way that you can prove it to yourself is consistently implement on a good strategy, follow the right mentors, you know, try and keep this thing in check as much as possible and not let too much self-doubt creep in, and just go to work and implement every day with the mindset that I won't stop until I make this work. Because with that approach, you'll have those breakthroughs, you'll experience those external and internal momentum shifts, and things will build massively. Okay, hopefully you found this one helpful. If you are in that boat of not having those first few breakthroughs yet, they're coming if you deploy the right strategy and you're consistent. All right, check out the Super Affiliate Accelerator if you want help getting to those breakthroughs sooner. Subscribe to the channel. I'll talk to you all soon. Cheers.